Another trusted partner of ours is Evoke Innovations. They brought a unique project our way that is happening down in Brooks, Alberta. QuidNet is developing an ultra-low-cost, multi-gigawatt geologic energy storage technology. Interestingly, this project taps into the tremendous talent of Alberta's oil and gas workers, using time-tested well drilling and construction technologies. One of the many bold projects Evoke has invested in to accelerate the energy transition. And with that, I'd like to welcome Robert Allen from Evoke Innovations.
Morning. As you can see, I already got something wrong. I put winter on there. It is outside, it is in this room, but technically it doesn't start to December. I had to look that up. I'm also in between you all and lunch, so I will try to be either quick or compelling, whichever comes first. All right, let me tell you a little history about Evoke. So we were started in 2016 in partnership with Suncor and Cenovus. We have close ties to Alberta, despite our team being headquartered in Vancouver, British Columbia. We have partners in Toronto, in Vancouver, Seattle, as well as Silicon Valley. And what we are is that we are a clean tech, climate tech investor specializing in early stage venture capital. So we invest in companies. We do not invest in projects. I want to be clear for everyone today. That is a distinction for us and folks looking for funding in the room. Driven by the motivation of net zero that has been an increasing importance and theme in industrial producers, we were able to invest in 16 novel technologies out of our first fund and make 5 exits. So we're quite proud of that. And on the back of that success, we're very excited to announce in March of this year the launch of a $300 million US fund for general decarbonization. These are the basics. So this is sort of how we fund, if you will. So out of our first fund, the semi-strategic fund with Suncor and Cenovus, it's a $100 million Canadian fund. Our check sizes are $500,000 to $2.5 million US. We do lead and we do price. For those young companies in the room where you say you need someone to price your round, you need someone to lead your round, that's us. We are one of those parties that are able to do that. Some other CVCs are not, we are not a CVC, excuse me. Some CVCs are not able to do that. As you'll see, Suncor and Cenovus listed there as our LPs at the bottom. In March, as I mentioned, we launched a $300 million US fund. We are writing a slightly larger check at about $10 million average. We also do lead, we do price. And we expanded our LP base quite significantly, continuing with strong ties to Alberta with Suncor, Cenovus, as well as ARC Resources and AEC. We did not steal this from Alberta Innovates, I promise. For those of you paying attention, thank you, Heather, I appreciate that. But these are the areas of investment out of our new fund. So some of the classic CCUS, clean fuels inclusive of hydrogen, electrification including long duration storage, industrial decarb, or sometimes referred to as industrial innovation, as well as critical minerals. This is what we're looking for, and I think you'll hear a lot of themes today, which are strong teams, confidence that you will reach your commercial and financial goals, market demand, and a market pull. TAM, total addressable market, that's important for us. You know, we always see those hockey stick graphs up and to the right. That's what we're looking for. Do you have a large addressable market that your solution can solve and capture some of that, thereby creating outsized returns for you and your team, your company, and ultimately your investors like Evoke? Poll. Tell me why your customers love you. It's number one. Well, most of these are number one. But tell me why that you are going to make a difference and they are going to want to deploy your technology and take that early risk. Lastly, I think this is undervalued. What's your story? Why do people care? Why is your, you always hear about stickiness. Why is your technology going to be the one that people are talking about at the water cooler? Requisite partnership slide. This is why we're here. We are here because of this network, and we pull from a variety of these network players. So as you will see, ERA in the upper right-hand corner. We are also closely involved with Creative Destruction Labs, most notably here in the Rockies program, as well as CDL Climate there in Vancouver. We're quite intimately involved in that program there. In the middle there, some of our co-investors, some familiar names and logos for all of you, our strategic partners, as we mentioned before, and then some of the other areas where we draw both knowledge, funding, and expertise. Where are we? As I mentioned, we have quote-unquote offices in Toronto, Calgary. I'm represented by my colleague Erin Madro. She's here in Calgary. Also, I'm in Vancouver, as I mentioned, Seattle, as well as Silicon Valley. Our investments are continuing to grow throughout the United States, but they are concentrated in those localities. We have a good number of companies here in Calgary, so pretty proud of that. We talked about a process, and I'm being a bit cheeky here with this slide, but tell me your story. Contact us. If you can get somebody to recommend you, probably even better. Somebody who can reach out, like many of the people in this room, to reach out to me, to reach out to Erin, to say, hey, we heard about this company. I think there's something of promise. It helps us sort of tighten that space between us. But really, it's all about having a conversation. Our process is simple. We invest capital for a portion of your equity, so we get to share in the upside of our success. But ultimately, it starts with a conversation. So I did mention earlier about telling a story in the market poll. This is where we want to cover this. So during this, we'll typically go over your deck. We'll understand what you're raising in terms of capital, what you need, very much a theme today, and how we can participate in that both now and in the future. So kept it tight because lunch is here, but Erin and I will be here for the Ask Us Anything. Like I said, we're the investors, we're the VC, we're the company investors, we're not the projects. So we are very, very thankful to the ERA team, Justin and Mark, as well as a big shout out to Kara. This is exquisite, bang on. Thank you, and look forward to chatting with most of you. Take care.